All right, y'all. This is Squad Every Day, day 12. All right. I got to go to work in a little bit over 3 hours. Well, I got to clock in a little bit over 3 hours. I got to be at work in the parking lot in probably less than 3 hours. I like to be early enough to where I ain't got to rush and run it. I like to cruise it down. I ain't going to sing the song, but I like 2 miles an hour so everybody see me type stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like to have to rush, race to work or race anywhere. I can chill. I leave early, right? So this is what I do. That way, even if I'm walking slow, I can run circles around everybody. The turtle beat the hare for a reason. But this is a race against myself. Y'all read the title. Squat every day, day 12. Race against myself. Me versus me. Bench press versus squat. Right? My bench press is going well. I'm 166 pounds, something like that, give or take a pound. And I can bench probably a max of current max of maybe 285, 290, right? I'm on my road back to 315 while losing weight, while staying lean, right? A lot of people say you can't do that. I'm proving it, right? Also, because a lot of people don't lift, right? A lot of people ain't really into this. Also, my squat sucks. I ain't even squatted 250 in like years. Why? Because I stopped squatting, right? And I'm on my roll back to squatting. That's what this squat every day thing is. So I'm going to get to 315 and beyond fast because I'm coming back to where I was at. Just like I'm gonna get to 315 and beyond on the bench press, kind of fast. I don't know how fast, but the bench press, for me to get to 365 like I did before, most likely I'm going to have to start eating again because mass moves mass, all right? So my bench press is more of my body weight thing, right? My bench press is good. My form, my tenacity, my lack of fear to get under some heavy weight, that right there is the opposite for my squat. You know, I gotta build back my form. I gotta build back my fear, my confidence of getting that weight on the bar and going not like this 1 inch. No, I'm going all the way down like this. You can't even see me because I'm going all the way down. So this is squat every day, day 12. But I'm not at the gym. How you gonna squat? I'm about to squat right here in front of y'all, right? I can't go to the gym under certain circumstances, especially the fact that I woke up kind of late. I got other things to do. I got to take a shower. I got to do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So squat every day, day 12. Let's get into it. And I'm explaining exactly what I mean by me versus me, a race to 315, right? You probably already know. I'm racing myself. Which one am I going to reach 315 at first? The squat or the bench press? They both have great chances of winning. All right. Either way, I win because it's me, right? Versus myself. But I really want that squat to come up because it's embarrassing that I can bench press more than I can squat right now. That ain't how it's supposed to be. All right. So, and it's not a strength thing that I can't squat that. It's just, let me go ahead and squat because I have to practice my squats every day, whether I'm at the gym, whether I have weights or just me. All right, so I'm gonna plant my feet the same way. I'm gonna explain what I'm doing first. And when I squat, I'm gonna go like this. Why? So I can have a counterbalance. If I just squat down without going, if I just do like this, I don't have. Now if I go straight up and down like I'm doing a high bar squat, let me see if I can do that. Cause I don't want my feet. Y'all can't see my feet, but I don't want to get on my tippy toes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how I'm not practicing. When you're squatting, you want your feet to stay on the ground, planted. All right, so that's why I want that counterbalance. I'm gonna see if I could do it like this, like if I had a bar on my back. Y'all can't see, so just take my word for it. Even though I say don't take people's word for it, let's go. Nope, on my tippy toes. Just being honest. So we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna do 10 reps, then I'm gonna explain. And I'm gonna do the rest of it off camera after I cut the camera off. Yep, feet still on the ground. 1, 2, it's a home workout. 3, I don't think I got no home workouts on my channel. 4, and no, I don't talk when I lift because it takes away how many reps you can actually do. But I'm not even gonna count. But yeah. Now also, if you're going heavy, you don't want to use all your energy talking to somebody. Hey, what's up, my guy? how's the weather? How do you go to work? I don't got no weight on me though, and I'm not really caring about how many reps I get. I just want to make sure I squat every day, right? So I'm done with that. Kind of, you see how I'm kind of winded? That wasn't even that hard. I'm winded more because I was talking while doing it. That's what I mean by you shouldn't be talking while you lifting. People always wonder what I mean by that. Task at hand. If you want to get good at this, task at hand. 42 years old with a six-pack. Hey, but no. What do I think I'm going to get at first? My squat can come up fast because it has a lot of potential. My bench press right now is I'm staying this body weight and actually losing maybe 2 or 3 to 5 more pounds so I can be shredded for the summer. Because I'm not missing the summer for these lifts. I will start eating again, i.e. bulking again, after I'm done showing off for the summer. Yes, I have a YouTube channel, so I have to show people the business so they can, they can listen. Okay, I'm mostly talking about weight loss on this channel. So I always tell people all the time, you can listen to whoever you want. Me personally, if you're teaching me something, you have to be living the lifestyle. If you're teaching me how to make money, you gotta have money. Not saying money is everything, but I'm not gonna listen to the dude that just asked me for $2 at QT. God bless, but I'm not gonna listen to him when it comes to money. All right, I'm not gonna listen to somebody who never drove a car. If I was trying to learn how to drive a car, person never played basketball, just because they can talk a good game, they ain't never play. I ain't never seen them do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have proof for me to give you my time or my money. Time is money. You wasting my time if you telling me something I don't know you can do. And just because you got a great vocabulary and you sound good, a lot of people or you're somebody that you're related to or friends with, people do that. They'll put themselves under the wing of somebody because they can vocabulate something. Or they're friends, that's my cousin, or okay, but if you really want that goal, you need to be listening to somebody that does it, in my opinion. I can't tell you what to do, but I'm going to tell you what I do if I'm trying to learn something. So what do I think? My squat. Let's say my squat is 250. Not because it's too heavy. No, I want to make sure that, like I said, I'm making sure that I'm breathing, bracing. I step back out of the rack. I'm practicing getting my form and everything back the way it was before I try to put more weight on the bar. That's not how you do. You don't just go as heavy as you can if your form isn't right. Why your form ain't right? You've been lifting over a decade. Anytime that you restart something, if you are laid off or something, okay, bench press. I'm very good at the bench press right now. Why? I had a layoff of the bench press not too long ago. I had a whole series called Bringing My Bench Press Back. And I was teaching you how I brought my bench press back. I think I was benching less than 225. Now I'm almost at 300 again. Same thing I did with the deadlift. I had a long time of not deadlifting, then I brought it back. I probably started off at like 315, and now I'm almost at 600. It's called progress. You lift. You get stronger you don't get stronger by just being at the gym. Being at the gym ain't half the battle if you got goals. You gotta chase them goals. You gotta get up in there and get into the nitty gritty. It ain't about the it ain't about the community. All right? It's about you versus you when you go in that gym. It's you versus the bar, you versus the kettlebell, you versus the treadmill, or whatever you're doing. If you're not actually doing it, you're not actually doing it. So if I'm at 250 on squat, and let's say I gain 30 pounds a month on my squat before I take the training wheels off. I'm guessing around day 50, I'm going to, be in my bag where I can do that. I'm trying to do squat every day for 100 days, all right? Basically. So I'm on day 12. So I got X amount of days left to day 50. X amount of days left. I'm not doing the math. It's easy math, but it's going to lose my track of what I'm saying while I'm doing the video, right? So day 50, I think I should be back to doing well over 315. The question is, am I going to be at that on the bench? Because we got the summer, right? This is June 3rd or 4th. I think it's the 3rd. My birthday's in August. I'm most likely gonna do a me versus me physique, right? My 40th birthday physique. I did the 40th versus the 41st. And no, was it the 39 versus the 40? I did a me versus me on my channel already, but it was physique wise, right? So this is weightlifting. That's physique, that's weightlifting. All right, you got powerlifting, you got bodybuilding. I'm doing both, right? But naturally, without competing, right? I'm competing against myself, right? Which I feel like is better anyway. I mean, it's great if you compete, if that's what you want to do. If I was to compete for real, I would compete in powerlifting. I'm not really into bodybuilding like that. I watch it, I learn things, I listen. It's interesting sometimes. People I learned from watch it, so I watch some of it. But if I was to compete, I don't want to be in my drawers next to dudes and getting. It's different, all right. If I take my shirt off on camera and it's my channel, this is showing people and teaching people, right? This is my people, right? So bench press. Let's say I'm at 285 on bench. Yeah, I failed at 280 one day, but I really could have done it. Let's roll with that because I've been doing 275 easily without a spotter. So I know I could do 5 or 10 more pounds. But let's go with 280. Let's go down from what I actually think I could do. I actually think I could do 290, right? Like I said, I just bought my bench press back, all right? So 315, 330, 40, 50, 60, and all that. And when I used to do that, I was heavier, all right? So I was heavier, and also I was more trained on the bench because I was doing it way more often, all right? I just started back a couple months ago. I had years under my belt, which I still got those years, but I'm saying it was a long time in between, right, of not actually barbell benching. The strength was always there because I was still dumbbell benching, but dumbbell benching and barbell benching are two different things, all right? It's just like a Lamborghini and a Honda Civic are both cars, but they're two different cars. Like, come on, man. So what I'm saying is, let's say I'm at 280, right? 90, 300, 50, 35 more pounds. Am I going to gain 35 more pounds on my bench before I gain 50, 65 more pounds on my squat? The legs are stronger than the upper body. Even if your legs and your upper body are unproportionate, you have to have very weak legs or a very strong upper body for your upper body to actually be stronger than your legs. Are there people like that? I believe so, but it's probably rare. But what I'm saying is, am I going to get that in 40-something days? 38, 40 days? No, most likely. I'm not going to diss myself. I'm not saying I won't. But I'm not really chasing that number. I'm chasing it when it comes to bench, squat, and deadlift. I'm going to tell you where I stand on each one. Right? They're all in different levels right now. I'm chasing them all in a different way. Bench is on the front burner. Right? So I'm pushing the hardest on that. I'm pushing going heavy. I'm pushing doing high reps. I'm really pushing on that, right? I was doing that on deadlift, and I reached a certain level. It's a priority thing. You can't prioritize each one equally. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you can get to that point and you got days where you do this and days where you do that. But right now, what I'm trying to do, bring them back, my plan is to prioritize them one by one, but keep them alive. So basically, I just gave away what I was doing with my deadlift, right? Without trying, right? So my bench press, priority. Squat right now is second priority. My deadlift is my strongest lift, right? So my squat, I'm basically training my form, training my technique, retraining how I get back into my groove. That's on my second burner, right? It's gonna move to first burner soon. It rotates. It's gonna rotate, right? So my deadlift right now, I'm just want to keep it existing. So I deadlift just to make sure I can still deadlift. Because stopping barbell benching and stopping squatting, and in the past stopping deadlift, you got to start all the way over. I don't want to have to start all the way over. So I'm making sure I still deadlift, right? Once I reach a good 3-something bench where I could do it without a spotter, where I could do it without worrying about nothing, I could do it any day. Any day I could go in the gym and do 3-something. 330 at least. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm going to move squat to the front burner. or when squat and I take the training wheels off. Either that or when I take the training wheels off my squat is going on the front burner, right? But I'm squatting more often than anything. So frequency, squat is number one. Effort and intensity, bench press right now is number one. And deadlift is number 3 on all of them. You know what I'm saying? Right now, right? But once I get my bench and squat to a decent level, I'm going to try to hold on to that. Of course, I'm trying to always build, but that's when deadlift is coming back to the front. I'm still on my road to 600. I still haven't done 600 on a conventional deadlift yet. So I'm on my road to 600. I was this close. Right now, I don't know where I'm at. I'm pretty sure I could do 500 any given day. 515, maybe even 525 any given day. I don't know about all that. But at the same time, if I go in there and I go in there strictly just to deadlift, oh yeah, I'm going to put some numbers. You know what I'm saying? But I'm training to have all 3 at the best they ever been for me. All 3, I will be at my personal record at the same time. I have never been satisfied with all 3 at the same time. Now, I've been decent, but most of the time I have a great deadlift, a good bench press, and squat sucks. Whenever my squat was good, my bench press might be decent, my deadlifts, because I will be so much into one and not the others. But I'm making sure that I'm keeping all of them involved at the same time. So once I get to the point where I'm doing regular days, I'm not going to squat every day forever. I'm just bringing it back, right? And when I put it on the front burner, I'm not squatting every day. I'm going to be squatting 2 or 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? 2 or 3 times a week, and it's going to be more intense, right? I'm going to need them days off because I'm going to need to recover. Right now, how I'm doing it, I don't need to recover because I'm like, of course you always going to need to recover. But from doing it balls to the wall compared to how I'm doing it right now, just dipping my toes in the water, I'm not jumping straight in. Because that's how you get, hold on. That's how you get injured. You don't build any good lift by just going straight in. You're going to get injured. You ain't going to be able to do the lift. And more importantly, a lot of people think that, okay, if I get injured squatting, that's going to mess me up from squatting. I'm going to just be injured in the gym. No, you still going to be injured when you leave the gym. Yo, you got to think about it like the wild, all right? Animals, even the most brolic animals in the world, lions, tigers, wolves, bears, whatever. Most animal fights in the wild, yes, they end up in most of them don't. Most animal fights do not end up like this. A lot of animals, like if you got one that's brolic enough and they got a rivalry enough, like lions and hyenas, or they trying to. But a lot of times animals, whoever wins stays right there. Whoever loses dips out. You know what I'm saying? Why? It's not like a pit bull fight because you know why? Dogs, they know that they getting fed. They don't have the same reasoning as a wild animal. A wild animal needs his fangs, his claws, all that, his jaws to be intact as much as possible because he got to hunt the next day. Ain't nobody feeding him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So they pick and choose their battles. The same way you got to do with the weights because you still got to work. I still got to take care of my kids. I still got to, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be hurting all the time. So I'm going to be smart and baby step and work my way up. Because there's a difference between training your strength and testing your strength. A lot of people, you fail at a lift, you go for it, man. Just go again. Once I fail, okay, let's say I'm benching, right? If I'm benching, I want it to go up clean. Any lift, I want it to go up clean. If it doesn't go up clean, if it goes up like, okay, let me use this again. This is the bar. If I'm benching and I got a rep that I got to get it off of me, that rep don't count. And I'm not trying it again that day. I'm going to try it again. That's my new goal now. But That's my new short-term goal. I got long-term goals, I got short-term goals. But that's my new goal now. That 290 or whatever I just failed at, it defeated me. Now I got my eyes on the prize. For next time though, I'm gonna go home, recover, regroup, think about the new plan. Okay, what do I do better? Why did I fail that lift? I'm gonna regroup and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna smash it. But I'm not doing it that day. That's called ego lifting. That's gonna get you hurt. Just like, okay, I just started my squat back. I used to squat 4-something back in the days. My squat has lots of potential. I might end up at 500. How you gonna end up at 500 and you just failed at 250? You gonna double your squat? Did you see what I did on the deadlift? Did you see what I did on the bench press? Go back to the beginning and then watch the whole series. I'm just dipping my toes in the water. I'm not jumping off in the deep end, bro. So I'm doing air squats at home. I'm doing baby squats at the gym. I'm focusing on my breathing. I'm focusing on how I understand. Everything matters. I tell people all the time, 90% of the lift is before you even touch the bar. 90% of the lift, the way you approach the bar, the mentality, the focus, the breathing, the time in between sets where you pace it like a tiger and you trying to build up that courage, everything you got to build up before you even approach the bar. That's why I don't talk in the gym either, because everything that you just build up, you just let loose on that person. It's like I had a video, bottle it up and whatever. It's like if you got a bottle of soda, you got to bottle it up, right? Keep that energy to exploding on the bar. You take a cap off the bottle of soda and leave it there for a while. What's going to happen? It's going to go flat. Same thing with the energy that you're supposed to be putting in that bar. If you just conversating and just letting it off. Same thing with gas. If you leave your gas can open, your gas tank open, your gas cap, whatever, if you leave it open, it's going to evaporate. Gas is energy. It's going to evaporate. Just like food. Food is energy. You eat food and you move and you're burning calories. You're burning that food. You know what I'm saying? Your body burns calories for every function that it do, just living. But it's going to burn more calories when you move. That's why it's calories in, calories out. See what I'm saying? So it's a lot to learn, Grasshopper. You have a lot to learn. So I always tell people, man, don't come in the game thinking you already know everything. If you got somebody, you watch this whole video, you most likely took notes and learned something. If you watch this whole video, you think I know what I'm talking about, right? So why not watch these videos that's popping up on your screen right now? Comment, like, subscribe, share, peace. Holler back at your boy. If you like this video, share it out. Let people know. All right, don't just hog the information for yourself. All right, hey, talk to your friends, people at your job, your school, your church, wherever. Hey man, let them know, man. I got this dude. We trying to lose weight. Yo, this dude right here, I seen him. It's too repetite, man. Let them know. Peace. You gotta pay no cost. It's free.